Hi, Internet viewers. This is Frank Rauscher again. The last time when we were on to the Finch, we did the mantle, we did the coverts, the wing coverts here. And now what we're going to do is going to do the secondaries and the primaries. And I'm going to show you how to do that. Okay? So we're going to actually burn it and texture it. And I'll show you the process on that, as well as the little ones on the side here. Again, I forgot the technical name for it, but I will get it and give you the information on that as we go. Okay, so bear with me. I'm going to move the camera down and we'll proceed with the rest of it. Okay, we're back again. And again, just for your information, I use an optivisor, which looks like this, and it goes up around my head, and I can put that on my head and then flip this out of the way when I'd like not to use it. I also have other ones with lights as well, and these are very handy when you're doing fine work with the wood burner. So just wanted to let you know I do use them, and it is very helpful if you have that. Just like I said in a previous video, that some of the things that you don't see is like when I'm actually grinding the bird to take the wood off, it would be smart to wear a mask. And if you don't, then like on my table here, I have a vent for sucking dust down and stuff like that. So I utilize that, or I utilize a mask at times. So it's very smart to do that. And I would ask you to be careful, just for health reasons. So on the pen again, I'm using the Optima pens. I prefer those, but like I said, there's a lot of products out there, and they all will perform fairly well. The one thing I like about some of the pens is they're really thin. They're ultra thin, and you get beautiful line work, and you don't get the carbon buildup as often, so you have to clean the tip to get a better burn. So I just want to let you know about that. So I'm going to turn this baby on. Now here's what I've done. I've come in, I hope I'm on the screen. I apologize because I drift sometime when I'm working here. I'm putting a quill, and I'm just doing single line quills. I put a quill there, quill here, 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 and then I put a quill right here, and then there's little ones that pop up there. These don't get a quill because they're tucked under. Each feather is laying on top of each other, so I only see half the feather. So that's what I do there. Same way on this side, I got the quills going like this, and then I have the one on top up here, and I have this one, plus this one, and this one. So I'm going to do one side. You're going to do this, the other side exactly like it. I'm going to demonstrate on one side how to do all this. So bear with me here. Here's the way we approach it. I'm going to come in, and I hope I'm right in your screen, which I wasn't. Let's see, I think I'm right on it right now. Yeah. So I'm going to come in here, and I'm going to burn that single line right down the middle. And if you noticed, I'm trying to get a unique dark burn. Not that I'm pressing hard, I'm really not. If you got the right temperature, you're going to get that. But I'm going to come in and get all my quills in, and I'm going over my pencil point, and then I have the one down here. Okay, then there's a little one there and a little one off of that. Now, here's how I handle the burning of this. I'm going to reverse this, and where the quill is here, I'm going to come on a 45-degree angle, and I'm going to burn this in stroking it from the outside of the feather in. And it actually levels the lift that you have and makes it softer on the outside. And that's what I do. We had these all raised that we're doing now. So I'll go 45 this way and then 45 this way. Hope you can see this okay. And then all these I'll just do on a 45, right on in. I'm taking a little license here because I don't really want to show the quills. You could try to say that you see a little bit of it peeking out, but I'm sort of just disregarding that. Now I'm pushing down on the leading edge of the feather that I'm doing, and then as I pull in, I'm sort of trying to texture the whole feather, but I'm not trying to do it like I was with the quill where we had a continuously dark line. If you do it right, you'll get it dark on the ends and lighter as it comes in, but it's all textures, as you can see. So I'm gonna keep doing this. And it takes a little practice. Like I said, I've been doing this for a number of years, and I can make things look easy, and you need to practice, and it depends on the steadiness of your hand and you know, how tight can you get the line work. And I've been fortunate enough to be able to do this, but hey, with age comes limited dexterity sometimes, and I'm very fortunate. I've got arthritis in the other hand, and I'm a lefty, but that's not saying it won't catch up to all of us, I guess, at some time or another. But for the younger folks out there, you don't have this problem to worry about. And for some of your older folks, you're very capable. So, and I hate to tell you, I'm not a youngster by no means. So it gets to be a challenge sometimes, but I'm really doing very good for what I feel as though my age is. So stay with it, and you got to practice. That was one of the things I definitely want to suggest. Now, I did all those, and if you noticed, all of these was like a one-sided affair. It's like this feather was cut in half by the quill, so everything went on a 45-degree angle. So that's what I did. I stroked everything in to what would be the feather in front of it on a 45-degree angle. Okay, now I'm going to come into these, the secondaries, and then the primaries down here, and I'm doing the same thing. I'm going to come on a 45-degree angle, and then pressing down. And if you happen to miss a spot, you just go over it again. You know, it's not like you're getting so you can go right over the line again. And after a while, I know in the beginning I wasn't as close with my line work, but the more you practice, the more you get, better. And it also depends on the equipment. I've done a bunch of this over the years, and I sort of eliminated some products and used others, and there's a lot of good ones out there today. And believe it or not, they've gotten cheaper than they were at one time on burning units. And I do sell some units that I prefer, and by using them over the years, I sort of got a confidence in certain manufacturers. So I try to give you some of that info as we go along here so that you don't get into all the pitfalls. But I'm also going to say to you, you can do a lot with a little. You know, it's not like everybody has to have that one product. Neither, you know, you can. It's you working at it. Now, all these I'm doing down here are going to be on a 45-degree angle. So as I go down on each one, I'm trying to keep the line work tight, and I'm starting from that end of that feather and pulling in. And I don't want to burn the bottom, and they're usually lifted, so you should have a better shot at getting this burn in. So I'm hoping you're seeing this okay, because I apologize, and I've noticed this on some of my videos after I produced them, that I hope I didn't mislead you by drifting away from the camera. And you tend to do that. You're working and you think you're focused in. And in some cases where it's really gotten real bad, I've redone the video so that you have a better shot at it. But I felt as though in some of them, there was enough that you got the gist of what I was doing. I'm trying not to keep secrets with you. I just want to have you see exactly what I'm trying to accomplish. And I try to give you all the information that I would normally have learned over the years, and that's how I've taught, and that's what I'm trying to do on my YouTube channel, is to give you all different techniques in different ways. I change them around, and one thing I want to say to any of you, I'm going to do it on a 45-degree angle. I forgot what I was saying now. I know what I was going to say. I'm teaching you my method of doing it, and I've gotten pretty good success with it, and a lot of people liked with the product that I created, and over the years I had a lot of return students and stuff like that because of the way I've approached it. And I would say that's great. And if you can get somebody in your area too that is teaching and you like the work they do, take classes with them, because you'll learn from everybody. I'm not the end all, but I try to get you off the ground so that you have my techniques down, and then you're going to see a lot of other people. Now, in this case here, I did that in a hurry, and I have a lot of strokes I could actually get back in on this feather, and I hope it's visible to you. And I went back and just stroked over it again, and that's all you need to do is just come in and just drag your burner right through it again. And the setting I have on here, I really hate to tell you about the temperature gauges, because all machines run a little different. But I have an Optima unit that I use, and I use a Coalwood. And most of the time I'm between a 5 and a 6 from a 1 to 10 type unit. If you ever get units where you want to see how hot you can get, this tip can get fire engine red at 10. So not that you ever want to burn that hot. You'll probably be doing more detriment to the pen that hot, but you can run it that way because there are some people that do wood burning on gourds and everything else and need a temperature that's really up there to get some of the effects they're looking for. And you can. And you'll start feeling some heat coming back too. If you noticed, I'm holding this out. In some cases, when you're really burning hot, the heat comes back up onto your fingers, so you more or less want to hold it out like the way I'm doing here. So you're looking down at it. So let me do a few more of these. And then what I'm going to do is I'm giving you the gist of how to do this. And I don't need to keep this on the what's name on the video because it's the same old. It's the same techniques. What I'm doing on one side, I'm doing on the other. Now, if I missed a spot like in the middle here, I just go back and run the pen right over it again. Okay, and then like on these, this is on a 45 degree into the quill. Okay, and I get that little one in there and get that all done. Hope I'm not drifting again. And then I'm coming in and doing this one. And you got to really get the point up so that you're maintaining the quill, and that where you want to make the stop at the quill. You don't want to go past the quill. Okay, and then I have this little one, so you got to use the point. You got to really tilt this up. I don't know if you're seeing that as well, but because there's so little of a spacing in there, you really got to get just the tip of it in there. And that's where the steadiness may come in. And then I'm going to do this one over here. And I'll turn this around here. And I'm burning this right on up. Okay. Now, I want to ask you to get this done on the other side. Remember, the quill is burnt this way, but then you're going to be burning from the outside in to the quill on the rest of this now, okay? And I'd like you to do all that so that when we get together on the next video, you'll have that all done. And then what I'm going to do is show you how to complete the tail, and then we'll get these coverts in here. We'll put them in too, and I'll show you how to do that as well. And then we'll go on to the breast, and we'll do the top of the tail and then the bottom of the tail, and I'll show you, and we'll thin this all out. And just to give you an idea of what it's going to look like, here is one that I've burnt already. I've burned this all in, and this is what the other side would look like when you're finished. Okay, and you have the quills coming all the way down to here, so you don't see it on this side, but over on this side you have the 45 over here and then a 45 over there. And then the next time I'm going to show you how to reduce the tail so it gets really thin, and we'll get that done. And then I'll show you the staging that happens in the breast area, and this is how we're going to relieve the breast, okay? And there's several ways of doing that too, but I'm going to show you one of the techniques I use, and I'll show you that as well, okay? But this is just what it looks like, almost at a point when we set the eyes and do the beak, and we're getting pretty close. So I hope you're still following me. I hope you still enjoy what we're doing. And if you are and you're enjoying what you see, I would ask you to give me a thumbs up. And if you could subscribe to my channel, I'd appreciate that as well. And I'll see you on the next video. and I thank you again. Bye now.